Ero. Atayeto.
Ladies and gentlemen, now,
Atayeto. Oodua, the global world.
with the kind permission of His Imperial Majesty, we're now ready to listen to the words of Excellency, the President of Ghana. Please permit me to call on Ghanian to do the proper introduction of the President of Ghana.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, lover of his people, a man of great human cordiality, a gentleman par excellence,
Ooni fẹ́ àwùjọ ẹ̀. Ẹni tó fẹ́ràn ìfẹ́ tààrà. Ẹni àlàáfíà.
a brother of all Nigerians.
Ọ̀rẹ́ gbogbo ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà.
Permit me to welcome to the microphone His Excellency, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Republic of Ghana, the Ààrẹ Atayeto Oodua. Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká fi àtẹ́wọ́ gbé wọn dìde afẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ látẹnu olóyè tuntun báyìí. No movement, no noise, please.
Thank you very much. Your Imperial Majesty, the Ooni of Ife, I cannot thank you enough for the honor done me by this conferment of this very auspicious royal title as a member of your kingdom. I don't want to talk much. I just want to acknowledge all those who have done me the honor of coming all the way here to Ile-Ife to join in this auspicious event. My friend, brother Aliko Dangote, and so many of you, Tunde Ayeni, Dele Momodu, and so many of my friends who have joined us here. Our delegation from Ghana, all the Yoruba chiefs from Ghana on the right stand there, I acknowledge all of you. All the kings and queens who have gathered here, my own family, my brothers and sisters who didn't tell me you were coming, I just came and found them here by surprise. My foreign minister, our Ghana High Commissioner to Nigeria, indeed too many important people to recognize. Shortly after His Imperial Majesty, the Ooni of Ife, was installed on the throne, he paid a visit to Ghana to visit the Yoruba people in Ghana. And on the program, they had arranged for him to pay a courtesy call on me. And so after he had wound up his visit with his people, he paid a visit to me at the time I was president in my first incarnation. I received him at home warmly, like a brother, and he was like a younger brother to me, very open, very warm, and there was this magic relationship that immediately formed. Shortly after that, I went into the elections of 2016 and I lost. Most people are fair weather friends. After I lost, for some people I would no longer have been important to them. But when he came and visited me when I was president, he invited me to pay a visit to his palace in Ile-Ife. And so through my sister, he kept asking, when is your brother coming to visit me? And he kept asking her, when is your brother coming to visit me? And I was impressed because I was nobody, I was in opposition. And yet his insistence that I come and visit him was something that moved me. And so on one day I gave a date, and when I came, he received me so warmly. And after we had finished the visit, he took me to all the secret corners of the palace. And the word that came from the secret places was that, go, you will get your seat back. And 2024, I was re-elected as president. I don't take this honor lightly. I know that there's an historic bond between the people of Ghana and the people of Nigeria. When Nigeria prospers, Ghana prospers. When Ghana prospers, Nigeria prospers. God brought two of us together. We are like twins of the same mother. Except when we are playing football. And then when we are cooking jollof. But I want to say this chieftaincy title, I received it on behalf of all the people of Ghana. It will further cement the relationship between us. And as Ooni said, my stepmother of blessed memory, I received this chieftaincy title on her behalf. Hadia Nusrat Balogun. At the point in time when my father had to come into exile, I had just finished university, and it was decided that one of us should come and stay with him. And so I was dispatched to come and keep him company. And so for several years I lived in Nigeria. I was in Lagos, I was in Ofa, and I was even in Kano with our late brother Sharaf Balogun. May he rest in peace. And I was received very warmly, like family. You couldn't tell that I was not originally born here. Almost everybody in Ofa knew me. I used to go to different relatives' houses, and wherever I go and food is ready, I'll sit and I'll eat amala or eba and the busi. And so I believe that that created the bond that I share with the country of Nigeria. I have an empathy with this country, and I believe that as long as I'm president, I'm going to continue to work to bring our two people even closer together. Indeed, historically, we are the same people, because as the Ooni said, the Ghana people of Greater Accra, where our capital is, trace their origins to Ile-Ife here. Yes. And as the governor said, and I acknowledge him, and I ask him to give my warmest greetings to Governor Adeleke when you meet him. Our sub-region is facing challenges. We all know what is happening in the Sahel. 3 of our members have decided to break away and form the AES. I believe that it shouldn't deter us, because God put us in this sub-region together for a purpose. And so I believe that instead of ostracizing them, we must work to continue to build a bridge between ECOWAS and our brothers in the Sahel. Because our destinies are tied together. In Ghana, they say there's fire burning in your neighbor's house. Take water and go and help him to quench the fire. Because when it finishes burning his house, it will spread into your house. And so we must continue to build bridges with our brothers in the AES countries and continue to encourage them to come back into the fold. I want to thank President Tinubu for the friendship that we share. I've known President Tinubu for many years. He's been like an elder brother to me. And he's been a source of inspiration. Even when times were hard and I was in opposition, he never broke his friendship with me. And so on this occasion, I want to thank him and also dedicate this conferment of chieftaincy to him. And so let me thank everybody. Like I said, time is fast spent. I want to thank you for the honor done me. It shows the love that I enjoy here in Nigeria. Because today is a Monday for all of you to leave whatever you're doing, and I know some of you are very busy, people with big businesses. For you to have left your Monday and come and join us here in Ile-Ife to honor me at this conference, I say may God bless you richly and prosper you even more than He has done before. So thank you. you very much. A signal of thank you.
Gentleman extraordinaire, a great friend of Nigeria, a very, very humble Nigerian, a very humble Ghanaian Nigerian. I remember a couple of years ago, he alongside Pastor Muhammadu attended my comedy show at the hotel.
Thank you. Thank you.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to the vote of thanks. We'll take the national anthems of Nigeria and Ghana. Shall we please rise? God bless you.
who is also a son of the sun to make a speech now. Thank you. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tẹ́tí sí igbákejì gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Wọ́n ti ṣetán láti sọ̀rọ̀ wọn níbẹ̀ yẹn. The speech is on now, please. Let's be patient and to listen to him. Thank you.
On behalf of my principal, His Excellency Senator Dr. who will have loved to be here with us this afternoon, is being held up at another official function, and that is why I'm standing home for him today. Kábíyèsí Ọba Adéyẹyè Ògúnwùsì, the Ooni of Ife, and all the Oloris here present, I greet you all. Your Excellency, the President of Ghana, the new Atayeto Oodua, His Excellency John Mahama, and all his entourage, I recognize you all. The immediate President of Botswana, Excellency Eric Asisi, I recognize you, sir. I will use Alhaji Aliko Dangote, captains of industries here present, all our real fathers and high chiefs here present, I recognize you all. Members of the Oodua community in Ghana, you are recognized. Members of various cultural and social groups here present, sons and daughters of the source here present, I recognize you all. All political functionaries here present today, I recognize you. Other important personalities, security operatives, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I warmly welcome His Excellency President John Mahama to the historic city of Keynote, the value of Oodua race. I particularly warmly felicitate with His Excellency on his conferment with the title of Atayeto Oodua of the Source. This is a well-deserved honor for Your Excellency's Ghanian acknowledged contribution to peacemaking and diplomatic strategies in resolving global challenges. As I pay huge homage to His Imperial Majesty for this great occasion, I commend our global grandfather for identifying the reason for his tireless efforts at resolving conflicts and entrenching democracy globally. Our real father was selected into Son of Africa and an architect peacemaker for honor and recognition. Africa is entering a new phase where democracy is facing increasing challenges at home and abroad. New threats of good, there is the looming Ghanian threat, which is increasing terrorism, banditry, and insurgency activities across West Africa. The trade challenges of coups and terrorism are married with a new wave of anti-colonial sentiment across Africa. These create friction between former colonial masters and their old colonies in Africa. Africa is not just facing their own listed threats. The region of West Africa is now confronted with a deadly internal split. The market of young populist military leaders in the Sahel region, the formation of Sahelian military and political alliance and ongoing face-off between Nigeria and Burkina Faso point to dangerous escalation in intra-African relations. West Africa is faced with immediate and medium-term threats. The frequency of coups hints at critical assaults on democracy. There is also the popular belief that Africa is also facing democratic regression in practice and reaction at the crossroads. Unfortunately, Africa is in this stage at the time the world itself is engulfed in multiple crises which question traditional diplomatic infrastructures. Therefore, this is a period the continent needs two statesmen, former President Olusegun Obasanjo and Goodluck Jonathan, doing well. This is an era when swift diplomatic actions from the respected leaders is required to stem a spiraling threat to the continent. The deepening gap among contending interests must be managed and aligned. Confronting it is President Mahama. His foray into the new center of conflict is commendable. His mediation between ECOWAS and the Sahel region is a landmark decision. At the time the President against his brother President in the Sahel, President Mahama's message was that the legacy of ECOWAS must never be allowed to be destroyed. President Mahama was also on the global stage, advocating for a more united world system where human anger not be a rallying in diplomatic relations. From the west to the east, the Mr. President is an advocate for peace and unity at a time the global community is convulsing under the weight of disrupted global order. Our Imperial Majesty will confined on the title of Atayeto on the source of President Mahama is well deserved and timely. Mr. President, I urge you to engage between Burkina Faso and Nigeria on the seized military aircraft. President Bola Tinubu, your brother, is a peace-loving leader. Diplomatic solutions need to be prioritized, and Mr. President, you are in the best position to take on this task.